Hey, hello, and welcome everybody. It's Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and you're absolutely in the right place at the right time in the right way, because this is our weekly virtual Commanding Wealth Circle, where every week we get together as a community to align to the greatness within each other, to hold a space for each other's hopes, dreams, and desires, to be the witness of the truth of their power, to receive support, to celebrate our wins, to get encouragement in those times that our success is maybe a little further ahead than we thought or just around the corner. And this is also a place where we learn more about the daily and practical applications of the One Command process as created by the author and its creator, Asara Lovejoy, and the writer of the book by the same name, The One Command, which is still available on Amazon and on her site, asara.com. But I've been a long-time student of Asara. She was my personal mentor, starting way back in the late 90s, first as I was a hypnotherapy student, then I was a trainer at her school, and we went on many adventures all over the world together. And one of the adventures was creating this beautiful process. So I'm here to be in service to the community and to help people understand how to use it on a more practical basis. Okay, so the way the circle works is we like to do a little check-in. I have a couple of announcements, and then I walk people up through the process. During the check-in period, what we do is we'd love to find out, hey, what is working for you? Like, I love to hear what you're celebrating and what's working for you. I want to find out what you're commanding for, and then I help format the command, or there might be a little coaching that's needed to help support, like, why would I have you state the command that certain way? Okay, so we're going to be doing a little check-in. We're going to start with Hannah, and then we'll go to Shama. But first,
Adino, please.
Okay, then I want to make sure everybody's muted. I keep, there we go, I'm going to mute all. And then something's happening, it keeps getting thrown off. But hey, welcome everyone. I just always appreciate the fact that you're taking time out of your schedule to be here. Your time is the most precious and most valuable thing that you have. And the fact that you are dedicating some of your time to not only your personal growth, but to be with us and to light up our corner of the world. I really appreciate you being here. 2 announcements. This month, during the month of July, Sue Bergman is a certified Commanding Wealth leader. She's taken training with both Asara and I to teach programs. She's an incredible healer and teacher in her own right with her own programs. And Sue is going to be hosting 2 circles at this same time, the Tuesday noon circles, noon Central Time. She's going to do the one next week, which is the 2nd circle, and then the 4th circle. And we're focusing on we're calling it commanding health, but it's more of the standpoint of what we're holding for healing in your life. Now, there's physical healing, mental and emotional healing. There's even spiritual healing that we apply the One Command process to. And guess what? It's not one or the other. Sue has long held this belief and experienced in her own life that what's happening when we are experiencing a brokenness or a dysfunction or some hurt in our life, it's because there's an inner incongruence between those systems. And Sue is a beautiful facilitator and advocate for your wholeness and your wellness and the perfection that you already are. And so I just want to say thank you, Sue, for agreeing. I'm going to unmute you for agreeing to
thank you, Catherine.
Host these circles. So I need to know from you, I'm going to put you on the spot. I didn't know until like 1 minute before this that I thought maybe people should be prepared for this. And What is the best way people can prepare for the Commanding Health Circle? Should they post what they're commanding for? Should we fill
I
out?
think
What would be best?
I think that would be very, very helpful. I know that there is a form that people can fill out. So if they don't want to be posting on Facebook, sort of out loud, then filling in the form would be very, very helpful for me to know what people are needing and sort of where they feel there's a bit of a disconnect. So that would be extremely helpful, either on Facebook or filling out the form. That would be a good way to prepare. I think one of the other things that would be helpful is to really think about where would they like congruence, and in what area of their life would they like congruence to show up. And something to think about as well is we often hear about we should do something. We should be this, or we should be this way, we should be fatter, thinner, taller, shorter, whatever. Should, to my mind, is always a red flag, because it indicates something that's not authentic to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we believe we should be doing because of external influences. So where are there, what shoulds do you have in your life, and what would be the authentic you? So it doesn't mean that you won't do whatever it is. So like, we should exercise, like moving your body is a good thing. But I should run to move my body. If you hate running, that's going to be an incongruence, and you're not going to be able to do that.
Right.
But if you know that you need to move your body, and you know you love dancing, then dancing is the solution for you, because that's authentic to you. So it's in those sorts of nuances and areas. What are the shoulds that you'd like to change?
So our judgments about what wholeness or our wellness or capability are judgments rather than what we know to be true. Those are two
Right.
things. So very often
Right.
our judgment, and so yeah, it's like, well, I'm 30 years old, I should be able to. Well, I don't know what you should be able to do. That thinking is not going to help you. But if you were to speak to your body and said, I know that I have the ability to strengthen my legs, right? I know I have the
Right.
ability to be healthier. I don't know how to be healthier.
Right.
I only know I'm making better choices and I'm holding a new vision. Very different.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. It's a very, very different. And the One Command is one of the most beautiful tools to help us with that. Yeah. Because yes, I know I need to move, but I don't know what I like, because this is what I've been told I have to like. Yeah. But I don't, so I'm not doing it. Yeah. So the One Command helps us through that. And it does a little more than that. It helps us to tap into something even greater. Of course, you know that. Yeah. And the other thing about it is experiencing the 6-step process is very helpful as well, because there are things that go beyond words and beyond logic.
You just feel better. You just physically feel better. Yeah. Even after doing the One Command. Yeah, I want to quickly share something. We don't realize how much what Sue's saying is so true, that it's a sneaky thing. And, I've talked with y'all that I found out that, hey, I've been on the wrong medication for a year because I have a thyroid issue. And then in trying to do it, they were trying to manage my health because it was creating anxiety. And they gave me the wrong medication for a year, which was literally knocking me out for days at a time. And there's just some different things that were happening. And my daughter was taking me to the doctor. And I remember I said, God, I'm so sorry you have to do this. And then I thought, how many times have I apologized to my daughter for being sick? Like, not to say sorry this inconvenienced you, but I felt truly ashamed that I was causing her to have to spend time or energy to love me, right? To help me. But she was so happy to do, she would do more if I let her. And that's an attitude from growing up when my parents had to take off work if one of us were sick, because we had, my parents worked, both of them worked, plus for doing sweat equity into a business. So we were latchkey kids, and it was a big deal if one of the parents couldn't be at work, and made to feel ashamed. We broke a family rule. We took them away from the big goal, right? We were causing harm to other family members by trying to get taken care of. I mean, it's like, that's not what they meant to teach me, right? They loved us, of course, they wanted to take care of us, but I had this feeling of shame, and it was keeping me from really getting to the solution that I knew that was inside of me. And all the ways that emotion spider webs out and then to stop your health and stop your mental well-being and your sense of worthiness, all that starts starts coloring every decision in your relationships and the choices you make, and it causes you to block your wealth and block, literally make you blind to the opportunities in front of you. So it's all tied together, every bit of it.
It all is.
Yeah. So what we'll do is I'll make sure that there's a form available, and I have an email list of everybody who's registered for these calls, and it will come from Catherine at catherineperry.net, but I will send the form out to everyone so that if you have a healing request, even if you can't be on the live call, please make sure you fill it out. But I want to encourage everyone to please support Sue and this commanding health process. Unless our body feels good, our mind isn't going to work. So let us support you in all the ways that we can. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sue. All right. And then I'm pleased to announce that Alex and I talked. I don't think Alex gets to be on the call today. He had stuff going on. Oh, there's Alex. Alex, we're just going to talk real brief, but Alex is sweetly agreed to continue doing the Wednesday evening circles. Hang on, Alex, I'm going to unmute you. Oh, I think I need you to unmute yourself. My computer's freezing up.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Alex.
How's it going?
We are doing good in our corner of the world. We're just starting the check-in, but I was doing announcements right quick, and I let everybody know that you're going to be doing the Wednesday circles. Is it going to be every week, or are you just going to be doing certain ones?
It'll be every week except for ones that I can't. There are some like live streaming events that will be kind of conflicting with those, but it's kind of like it's the one or another that will I'll let know that, oh, okay, I'm going to do a replay on this one because it's kind of sporadic. I can't really say, oh, it's going to be every other week, because some theaters are not really clicking in quite as fast as I thought they would for different live streaming help that I can give them. So, but I am so pleased to be able to continue to offer this a circle every Wednesday for the evening, for evening time, and all the replays. It's getting some watches, so that's I'm happy to still do it.
Yeah, we're going to start doing some watch parties so that we can be present while the circles are going on. And guys, if you don't get to watch the live circle, it's very powerful even watching the replay, because we loop everybody in. Like the minute you come into agreement with what's going on, your brain goes right into theta with all of us, and you're in that instant alignment. So Alex, let's do this. I have you in this circle, and there are events that are listed. So if there's any that you need to edit or, like delete, I'm going to put you in charge of doing that. Okay. So
okay.
You'll be in charge of managing the own events. So be sure and keep an eye out on the event calendar and
yes,
in the TOC Money Mindset Mastery group. So
yes,
on the
and we had a wonderful.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we had a wonderful circle last week. We were talking about our being able to reverse the flow, And there's a lovely replay of that if everyone wants to check that out.
Okay.
And the other thing that we were also talking about was how to be increasing our capacity, and is that increasing our capacity for good, increasing our capacity for action, increasing our capacity for compassion. So that was a really lovely transmission that we had come in. So please go ahead and take a look at the replay, and it'll be something different every week. So I'm happy to have people join in.
Yeah. And I just love your perspective. You just bring in so much love. And, but at the same time, you know, there's a special place, but guys, I gotta let you know that Alex is an absolute badass warrior when it comes to the people that he loves and cares about. And he, you absolutely are. And
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
I just appreciate Alex so much and all the love and light that you're bringing. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, my sweet friend. All right, we're tuning in. I'll go ahead and mute yourself if you don't mind. I'm going to start with, let me see if I can get over to looking at it this way. That's a little better. And I'm going to stop the share for a minute. See if I can figure out how to, I don't know what's going on, but we'll just do it this way. Okay. All right. I'm going to tune in first to Hannah and just see how you're doing. Hang on. Go ahead and if you can unmute yourself. No, you're at home. I don't know why I thought you were at the airport. I must be prophesying.
Maybe. I hope so.
So what's working for you right now?
What's working is I'm doing a 90-day challenge. Is a funny thing. Sorry, I have 3 things I want to talk about today, so I've just listed them out like when they're going to a doctor's surgery. So there's I'm doing a 90-day challenge to show a presentation to 30 families. It's about a cookware, a healthy cooking system. And the hope is that because I purchased it and it was quite a lot of money, but if I'm able to do these presentations and get at least 6 good sales, then my cookware is paid off. So I started 2 weeks ago. I've done 14 presentations so far, which is I'm really on track, really. But the issue is I'm not getting sales.
Yeah.
They don't have the money. And I think I also struggled a bit with that myself because in the UK, for people in the UK, they have the option of payment plans so they could get finance. But then most of my clients are either in Nigeria or in Gambia. And outside the UK, you have to pay the money upfront. And I said, even if I was there myself, I couldn't get £2,000 or £5,000 to pay upfront. So I don't know whether it was within myself. I had that block because I thought no matter how much I was earning, I can't cough up that kind of money. And so that has been a bit of a challenge, especially over the last weekend and today that we've been talking with my trainer. What we've come up with is he's happy to me offer payment plans so they can pay over a certain 4 months. They give me the money, I save it up, and then when they've paid the full amount. So that's, I hope, will help. But it's something that I really want to share the message that people should look at their cooking surfaces. And so that is one issue.
Yeah, I mean, that is that mental break, right? You have a belief about their ability to pay or not pay, and you're unconsciously aligning to people who can't pay rather than going, you know, in a country this size, yeah, most won't, but you don't need to sell to all of them. What you need to do is to sell to the few who can, right? If you had, do you think there's 100 families in your country, in either one of those countries, that could easily afford what you're offering?
Definitely more than 100.
Okay, 100. So
100.
by empathizing, and of course there's people who can't and they won't, right? Like if you know, honestly, if someone said, Catherine, here's healthy cookware and it's $5,000, you know, my value system is not to the healthy cookware, right?
Yeah.
There's someone else who says, you know what, I'm going to be cooking, and if I'm going to cook, I'm going to cook the very best way that I can, right?
Yeah.
There's some people based on their values.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
one, you're going to have to detach. So the command
Thank
is,
you.
I don't know how, I am aligning to the people that see the value in this. I only know that I'm working with wonderful people who love this cookware. And I'm happy to serve them now. And I am fulfilled.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I just mention one thing? There's one other thing that just happened just before I came on this call, and it has really upset me. I mean, there are tears in my eyes now. Some weeks ago, a friend that I got to know her January this year. She's also in the medical field, and so she met me. She contacted me a few weeks ago and said she wants to start a mentoring program for African doctors of African origin in the UK. Because somehow we've not really, to encourage us and provide support for us. And she asked me if I'll be willing to join and be a partner. And I said yes. So we've been communicating emails and sharing ideas. And then when she published the list that she wants to put on her website, I see that she didn't put me among the partners. She put me as one of the volunteers. So I approached her and said, you asked me to be a partner, so why you put me as a volunteer? And then she just said, well, she's been talking to other people. And anyway, long story, I should be a volunteer. I said, well, that's no problem. Then today, we were talking about, she had a logo, and when I saw her logo, I said, that's a lovely logo. I'm looking for a logo to use for my website. And she said, what do you do? I said, well, I do transformational coaching and this thing. And she's got very upset with me now that I didn't tell her that I do coaching, and it's like I was holding back from her, and I just don't understand the annoyance and anger that is coming from her. It's just, I just feel like I've been stabbed and I can't get over it. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on really. And
That is a little deeper than what we can talk about here. There's definitely
thank you.
things.
Thank
so,
you.
But if you wanted
Okay.
to book a session, I'd be happy to.
I will do that. Thank you. Thanks, Catherine.
But there's going to be a version of her that shows up right where that emotion of being discounted, not listened to, not counting, not being important, like that's just a sign of what needs to get cleared for your next level.
Thank you.
So bless
Thank
her
you.
and thank her for pointing that out.
Aware. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's your best thing.
Thank
But
you.
align to the best in people. Align to the best, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna check in with Shama right quick because I know you're on your break. Hi, Shama. What's working for you?
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Today, my dog is with me. I was trying to ring in front of screen, but he is a bit shy, I think.
So what's going well for you right now?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I think everything has got a post a little bit. If you want, I can discuss about the house or the relationship, whatever you tell me.
Okay, so right now it is hard, right? Like when we get oriented to what's not working, right? What we're unhappy about, to find the thing that we could be happy about, to say what's working, right? So this is really important because we've got to be able to shift our mind so that we can align to a greater solution, right? And so right now you could even say, well, I don't know how. I am awakened to all the good in my life and everything that is working. I only know that all things are working together for my good now, and I am fulfilled. And that could even be the things that we don't like or understand, right? But we can just go ahead and assume that, hey, it's happening for a good reason, and it'll be revealed. No matter what it looks like now, ultimately, it's going to be the best thing ever. Okay? So I'll say it again. I don't know how I'm awakened to the things that are working in my life. Yeah. And I want to add, and I appreciate my life. I only know
I only know
that all things
that all things
are working together for my good now,
working together for my good,
and I am fulfilled.
and I
And then you think of one good thing, like you got your little dog. Well, gosh, you got unconditional love right there at your feet right now, right? So be present to that one good thing, and then it'll start expanding. Okay. Well, Richard's got something going on. Okay. So was that helpful?
yes, it is.
I appreciate you. I'm going to call on Christopher. How are you doing today? Oh, hang on. Let me try to. There. Oh, I accidentally muted you. I'm so sorry. Not yet.
Now, there.
There we go together.
Doing pretty good. Happy to be here.
Wonderful. So what's working for you today?
Well, I wrote that down actually. What's been working a lot lately is, Richard and I are hot on this project, and we've been talking more on the phone, like many times more, and it's really working to keep us on our minds on the project and conscious. And each time we talk, we do a visioning. Richard's been guiding us through a whole visioning session, and so that's been really cool. So we've been visioning a lot more and together.
Yeah,
And,
it's very powerful that way. So what are you commanding for today?
Smooth and successful communications with our project contacts.
Okay. Smooth and successful. Yeah, so I don't know how all of my communications are smooth and successful. I only know I am smooth and successful now. Like Mr. Smooth. There we go.
Yeah, yes, I am.
You got to be
Thank you
that,
very
right?
much.
In order to have that. So be in that smoothness. Hey, it's so easy to do business with me. There we go. So there's your command. All right. It's always
Thank you.
good to see you, my friend.
You too.
All right. Mr. Richard.
Yes.
Betsy is over here somewhere too. So how are you?
Yes.
Behind, we got the
We're all on the same page here together. We're all working on the same thing.
Absolutely.
So we want to get the contacts and we've been sending out a lot of emails and texts and phone messages. And actually, right after I get off the phone, and Chris and I are going to get together on the phone, and I want a little coaching of how to communicate on the phone with the lawyer of the doors, actually. So I want to call that office, I'm going to. I'm going to call the office of the lawyer of the doors and see who I can get in touch with over there. I've called before and I have gotten actually a human being, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But that was a while ago. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So basically the command is just basically, whether it's today or tomorrow, but the communication will actually get in touch with somebody that will actually respond and give us, some feedback from the universe, So we're doing our part. The thing is done. It's ready it's a demo. It's ready to be launched. It just needs people to, communicate with us.
I just had this idea because I know the story about how this came to be. So I would have to just say the same force that put this vision in my heart, right? The same force that put this vision in my heart is the same force that will fulfill it.
Yeah.
I don't know how this vision is fulfilled. I only know I'm doing my part faithfully now, and I am fulfilled.
Okay.
And
Good.
you just let that force that gave you the vision feel its alignment to you. And I don't know how I am aligned to that force. There we go. Ooh. Y'all feel that? I just felt a little, let go.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. So now let that force go before you and do the work. Let it make the way.
Yeah, I can't make it of myself anyway. It's just, I put the intention out there, but the universe is,
Yeah,
doesn't,
well, like the same way you got the message to do it and gave you
hmm.
guidance all along, you'll get the message on who and when to call.
Okay, yeah,
Okay?
thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to tune in with Elaine. I want to find out how Mel's doing. Let's see.
Hello, Catherine.
Hi, honey. How's Mel?
Well, he had his stress test done yesterday. That's the final one with the cardiologist. And then he has to have a CAT scan done tomorrow for the abdomen and pelvis to see why he's retaining fluid. So I've been commanding that turns out well. And that he cheers up a bit, which would be nice.
Yeah.
And I'm showing an inordinate amount of patience, even though I do have the patience of a flea. But I'm understanding of what he is going through. I mean, I see it. I feel like I'm just treading water. What you said to Richard was wonderful, to bring in the force, align with the force.
Yeah.
For good. For in my case, it will be for Mel being happy and some abundance, so I can actually move ahead with what I know we both want to do.
Yeah.
So what you said to Richard was brilliant, and I shall apply that.
Okay.
To align with force.
Well, we're going to just keep witnessing his wholeness and witnessing the richness of your abundance. So, yeah.
Yes.
So like you had a beautiful thing happen where this doctor said, "Oh, I can't get you in. Oh, now I can get you in." Right? Like they said,
yes.
Out. Well, so that would be the same force that made that happen. Is going to be the same force that affects his healing. Okay, that gets the result.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, it will. And on a good note, I did get 10 trees mulched this morning, even though it's 107 degrees. So I am really tickled about that.
Wow. Wow. I'm not.
I never said I was normal, Catherine. I never ever told anybody I was normal. No. I'm happy normal.
Well, you're a force of nature, and we love you.
I love you too, Catherine. Thank you.
Hugs for you and Mel.
Thanks.
I want to check in with Alvaro. Guys, Alvaro's been doing Commanding Well circles in Espanol. Hola, my friend. Yay, how are you?
Hi, fine, thank you. How are you today?
We are doing great. So what is working? You got any good news to share with us?
Well, I have already done my first 3 Commanding Well circles in Espanol, and today is the 4th one.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
And people are loving it so much. They are fascinated.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I'm so happy. Thank you. So what are you commanding for today?
Well, I would like I would like to command for my vision to heal. I've been diagnosed with presbyopia. Presbyopia. And I would like to improve my vision.
Okay. So, all right. And so is it getting blurrier, or is it because you're getting older, or what's happening?
Yeah, is this thing you need to adjust the distance to read, and it brings some headache, sometimes light sensitivity. It's not very nice.
Okay, I'm sorry you're going through that. So I don't know how my vision is restored to 2020. I only know I have crystal clear vision. One thing, since you're doing a lot with the circle and you're holding all of this energy, you want to make sure that make sure you take good nutritionals like your minerals, right? Give yourself that emotional support so you don't get depleted. But you might tune into your energy chakra center and just be tuning in, like in your mind's eye when you think about your throat chakra, which should be turquoise, right? Just close your eyes and think about in your mind's eye your throat chakra, and if you could see that color of turquoise, and it's supposed to be a beautiful round, like ball, like a light bulb. Does it look clear and bright? Does it look murky? In your mind's eye, what does it look like?
It looks like kind of a ruby,
Okay.
a stone, a ruby,
A little what? Yeah.
like the stone.
Yeah. Okay, and so then think about in your third eye, which is supposed to be like an indigo color, and it should be like, ooh, like a beautiful light shining forth really strong. How does that look?
Yeah, it looks like another crystal, a blue crystal.
Yeah. Does it look
Blue
happy
crystal.
and strong?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so good. So now tune into your crown chakra, the top of your head, which should be white, bright, like one of those halogen light, light bulbs, flashlights, right? How strong does that look?
Yeah, it's like a white light
Mm-hmm.
shining upwards.
Great. Now just tune into it and become aware of its connection through your body and all the way connected to the earth. And just looking right straight through your mind's eye. Guys, notice what's happening in your own body as just Alvaro is becoming aware of his own energy body. Are you noticing your own energy starting to shift?
Yeah, I'm seeing like the energies, like an energy coming from Earth, but it is not connecting with the energy going down.
There you go. That's where your block is. Okay. So that's what's creating the headaches. Isn't that cool? So I don't know how
Yeah.
the way is clear. I only know it is now. And my connection is strong. And I am fulfilled.
I am fulfilled. Well, they're connected now.
Yeah. So the thing with that, there's probably something that you're going, well, there's a block, something's not clear, I can't get to it, there's too many considerations, right? That's your own energy body talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Woo! Well, thank you. Woo!
Thank you, thank you.
There we go. Isn't that a lovely
Flowing now.
way to do that?
Yeah, it's flowing now.
Yeah, very good. All right, honey, thank you. Congratulations on your success. All right, I'm going to tune into Miss Betsy. Betsy, I have to tease you because with the way the light's hitting you, it looks like you're a shadowy figure. There we go. Hang on. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Yeah. So what's working for you today?
It's just a good day for me, and I'm just joining in to support Richard and Christopher on the big project that they're doing, and the best way I can do that. So that's really what I want to focus on.
Okay, very good. So yeah, you are a beautiful support. So sometimes we don't know exactly how. We have ideas about it. So you could just simply do a command for, I don't know how. I am the best possible support for Richard. I only know I am now, and I am fulfilled. What I love about doing that kind of command, and when we do that, sometimes it sounds like sacrifice and it's about the other person. But in being the best possible support, that also presupposes you being supported and your self-care and whatever you need to be taken care of.
That's
Okay?
great. Yeah, great.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Richard, Sue, real quick, I did not get to ask you what you're commanding for today.
Catherine, fulfillment. Let's just go with fulfillment. It's all good.
Okay, great. And Mr. Alex, what are you commanding for today? Oh, there we go.
I'm commanding for the ability to continue to stack my action, because I kind of zero in on some of my actions on my lists, and I feel like I need to stack them to have them be multifaceted in my doing, what I'm doing when I'm in my doing stage.
It's so easy to do a bunch of, but it not actually yield results because all the actions are individual. So by stacking them, it's like you're building momentum, and then it's actually getting more done, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely in that stage, so it's like continuing that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know how to continue momentum, right? How all my actions are aligning and, building and aligning to my greater success. I only know I am successful now and I am fulfilled.
Woo! Yeah, that feels good.
There we go. Miss Maria, how are you today? Let's see.
I'm well today. Happy hangover 4th, or vestige of the 4th. No. I've had a really great weekend. We had just some angels that help create some miracles. So I'm really enjoying that synchronicity, and I'm wanting to stay in that flow. I had I guess what I'm working on right now is being, I don't want to color it, but this will kind of give an idea, deserving and worthy. So between friends, different friends that don't necessarily know each other, I'm hoping to allow for my vision. And one of them asked me what I wanted, and I said, well, I want both of you to be my friends. I just, not necessarily in the same place at the same time. So that they're happy for my wins, and, there's no jealousy, and we can just all have fun.
Okay. It sounds like you've got it handled, right? That you were able to articulate that. It's like, hey, guys, just be my friend, right?
Right.
Okay. So what is it you're commanding for, though, specifically? What's something you're working on?
So to be able to receive my good, to be worthy of it, to deserve, to feel that I'm deserving of it, that I don't block my flow,
Okay.
get out of my own way, allow.
Yeah. That worthiness is such a tricky thing, right? Like I talked about it at the start, right? Like, hey, I'm worthy to be cared for, and how that would, I'm worthy of the time, I'm worthy of the energy. And there's so many ways that we get that message that we weren't. So what would be a clear message, though, that you are worthy? How would you know?
When I'm not in trouble with someone, they're just say, yeah, good for you. And that there's still my friend, they show up.
What would it be?
That's weak.
Seeing it not matter if they show up or not.
Oh, that's true too, huh? Although, yeah, that aloneness is still hanging in there, I guess.
Yeah.
The abandonment.
So whose job is it to make you feel worthy, yours or theirs?
Well, Catherine, seeing that you put it that way, I guess it's on me, huh?
Yeah. Because as long as it's up there to someone else, they're always going to fail us. There's always going to be another hoop. There's always going to be another disappointment.
Okay.
Some people that when I heard this expression and I just loved it. Being from Texas, we say stuff like this, but when you let people walk all over you, they'll complain that you're not flat enough.
That's a good thing.
So,
That's a good one.
yeah. So the thing is, I wonder if they're worthy enough to be your friends. If you have to keep negotiating that.
Well, I'll have to consider that one. That's coming from a place I'm not used to that vantage point.
Yeah.
So I'll have to look at that. Yeah.
So I don't know how I take ownership of my own worthiness. I only know that I am worthy of love now, and I am fulfilled.
Thank you. Thank you. And blessings to all. Thank you.
We're all loving you for that one. Thank you. Thank you. And we just hold your worthiness to be true. Ooh, we're not messing around today, guys. Joanna, Brandy, how are you today, my friend?
I am good. I am good. Glad to be here, but need to be on the phone and needed to eat lunch. So
okay,
there we are.
Well, you go right ahead. What's working for you right now?
Well, I think it's working for me that I think I've gotten out of my own way, as you and I have discussed.
Yeah.
Things seem to be coming a little bit easier. Things seem to be feeling a little easier. What I'd like to command for, though, is that I'm spending too many hours doing what I'm doing. I don't get time off. I'm getting my work done, but I'm not getting it done really quickly. So I'm either commanding to get into flow or to bend time so that when I sit down to write, it comes quickly, it comes easily, and on to the next thing, so I can get some time for myself and for exercising and things like that, which I really need.
Okay. So when you get up in the morning, do you get right to work, or do you take care of yourself first?
No, I take care of myself. I don't exercise in the morning, which I probably should. I do morning pages. I set an intention for the day. I have certain practices I just do in the morning while I'm having breakfast and quiet by myself.
Okay. All right. And then do you have a stop point on work?
Do I have a what?
Do you say, okay, today I'm working for 4 hours and then I'm done, or do you just work?
Oh, no, I put in 6 to 8 hours a day. Yeah. I have certain projects I'm working on, and I'm behind on so many things for so long that if ever a time slot opens up, I'm, doing something.
Okay.
But I'm working on these new programs. They should take less time than they are taking, because they're a spin-off of something else, so I'm not starting from scratch. Yeah. But boy, by the time I get them organized and then do the PowerPoints, and oh my gosh, it's taking up way too much time.
I'm going through that with the Commanding Cash Success Club. That's part of the Commanding Wealth program that I created. And I was like, oh, well, this is all done. I'll just upload it. Oh, no. It turns out there's all kinds of stuff that I need to do.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, yeah. So what I would say, a high dollar, somebody I paid a lot of money told me this, that I had it backwards, that I was working until I was done. But when you're an entrepreneur, that solopreneur, you're never done. You don't get to close the door and go to the thing. So you have to actually say, I'm going to give myself X amount of time to get this done. You actually have to set those hours yourself, and then make it a hard stop. I've got to get this deadline in because I told them I would mail it at 1 o'clock or whatever, right? That miracle of deadlines. So that's the main thing. But I would keep commanding for that. You are in control of your time. Right now, time seems to be running all over you. Okay, running away from you. It's running all over you and running away from you. It's like this couple of crazy clocks just gone loose in your house, running all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Time's beating you up.
Well, I very often take chunks because I have appointments scheduled at all different times. So I take a chunk of time. So I'm going to do this for 2 hours. It's not like I always just have free space. But in 2 hours, I just don't get done as much as I thought I would have gotten done in 2 hours.
I started setting days as human days, way back in the olden days. I said, from 3 o'clock to X now, this is time for you know, because mail would come. I like to have a cup of coffee. Mail would come, and then I knew it'd be the time to deal with all the humans, right? And I know it's tough with other people's schedules, but I just kind of carried that over with me. That I have days that are my communication days, and I have days that are my work days. That works for me. Trying to like
Okay.
on and off doesn't work for me. I don't have that bandwidth anymore. But I don't want to go into do time coaching because you're brilliant and you know how to do that. But I do want to do a command with you for, I just like with the worthiness, you are the creator and the experiencer of your time. So let's align you back to that. And I am
Okay.
how I am in control. I alone am in control of my time. I only know
Okay.
authority over my time now. And I
Okay.
command time to stretch or
Ah, yes.
contract as I need it now. And I am fulfilled. Stretch and contract as I need it now. And I am fulfilled.
I am writing as I talk to you.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for because I've had experiences in the past when I've been able to say, I've got 2 hours, I'm going to stretch time out, and I'm going to get everything I need to do in 2 hours. I know I'm capable of doing it, but that just hadn't been working lately.
Yeah. Well, make sure you get that image in your mind's eye, like used to be when I was driving from South Fort Worth to far north Dallas in the middle of rainy traffic. And I would get an image of my mind of walking in at 5 minutes before 7 when I wanted to be there. And I go, I'm walking in, I see it, and then I'd command it, right? And then there's no reason I should have been able to make it in time, honestly. That was 45-mile drive, and I've made it in 30 minutes. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So
I've had that experience.
yeah. So just remembering that you are the authority, and as that authority, I would invite you to look at what time looks like to you. Like when I tuned into you, I saw these two crazy clocks running around in different directions. In your mind's eye,
Okay.
whatever it is, it looks like, then command accordingly so that time gets in alignment with you and obeys you.
I like the idea of an image. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And then finally to sweet Emily, how are you feeling?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I feel great. I'm much better.
Oh, I'm so
My
glad.
energy level is still a little low, but see if I can put my camera on. I have a piece of tape on for extra security. Anyway,
You. Yeah.
but I
There
have
we go.
kind of felt a little bit zapped the past couple of days. Not a lot of energy, but I don't know what that is. Probably just my body's still healing. But things are going pretty good. The universe has been sending me lots of interesting signals. You know, I guess the computers listen to us sometimes, but I've had some things pop up on my feed that have been very enlightening, and things I've been looking for personally. You know, just things are popping up that are encouraging.
Yeah.
So everything is pretty good. Business is a little slow, but that's how it goes. And the thing I am commanding for is I am not good with conflict. I don't think many of us are, but there is someone that I've had a disagreement with. It's actually happened a few months ago, and I just distanced myself from this individual. I find that when I'm with her, I'm not my best self. My energy, I become somebody I don't like. So I just put distance between us, and she has been pushing to have a conversation, you know, and I don't want to have the conversation because it drives me right up the wall, to be honest with you. I just feel myself always pushing back. So I want to be able to have a peaceful resolution with this individual. We have professional relationships, and we share many friends. I don't want her back in my inner circle, but I want resolve.
Yeah, I don't know how the situation's peacefully resolved, right? I don't know how we have a cordial, personal, professional relationship right? Because of whatever degree. And it can be peaceful without her having to be in your life too. So you could just say, you know, I don't know how there's peace between us. I only know I release her now, and I am fulfilled.
Very good.
And you could even release yourself. I only know that I am released.
We just have to do that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the business is done and people don't know how to let the business be done between you. But yeah, so I don't know how it's peaceful between us. And just anytime you think about her, rather than rehash the past, mentally send that message, because what's happening is she's probably actually thinking about it. So when that comes up, this is on a little inner talk. When that memory comes up, you go, I'm going to just stop that right there. I only want there to be peace between us. None of that matters. I only want there to be peace between us. And then interrupt that thought, and she's going to get that psychically on the inner field. Okay?
Very good. Very good. Thank you, my sister. I really appreciate all of you so much.
I appreciate you too. All right, my sweet friends, who is ready to go up? And what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you up through the 6 steps. I'm going to format the command. So I'll start it, I don't know how and then you'll state in the middle mentally yourself what it is that you want. And then I only know it so now, and I am fulfilled. I always make sure that there's a little extra space, because sometimes when we do the command, considerations or clarifications arrive, and so we restate it or we add in the piece that we need. Okay? And then I may do some additional commands for you as I get the signal to do that. Okay? So first, let's just align heart to heart, master to master. And just think about being in the circle. Take a breath. And the master in me greets the master in you. And in this space, let there only be love between us. And now just in your mind's eye, witness all of us coming together in a circle. And yes, if you're watching this by replay, you're also a part of the circle. Now I want to invite you to picture, visualize, or imagine that you're like a tree as we ground. And just imagine that you're like this beautiful tree. And you have long roots connecting you into the earth. And now feel the earth's connection aligning to you. And just allow like these little windows in the bottom of your feet to open up so that you can start to receive that earth energy. And just picture, visualize, or imagine that that energy is starting to come up, up, up through your feet, to your knees, and to your hips, up your spine, through your shoulders. Oh yeah. And just feel yourself becoming more and more present. Now I invite you to bring your attention to your heart as you align to your purpose. And that's the thing that you want to create or manifest in your life. And so just feel yourself coming into alignment with it as it aligns to you. And just let the love in your heart become illuminated and begin to expand 360 degrees around you. And now I want to invite you to become aware of your spiritual connection to Source, very much like Alvaro said. Become aware of that connection to the top of your head and that pole of light. And this is your connection to Source. And so just in your mind's eye, become aware of that light, that pole of light, that connection to Source that's going down through the top of your head, down either side of your spine. Whew. And goes all the way to the center of the earth. And it's wrapping around the great iron crystal that Edgar Cayce talks about. That is at the very center of the earth, anchoring it, aligning to you, your purpose, your mission. And now, roll your eyes up and picture, visualize, or imagine that you are sending your consciousness up that ball of light. And as you go up, you could even look down and you could see your body below as your consciousness goes up above your home, up above your city and your state and the country, right above the earth, out beyond the moon, beyond the solar system, out beyond the Milky Way. Higher and higher. The higher you go, the faster you go. And soon you find yourself coming to the velvety black void of space as you come to the outer edges of the universe. Break through that darkness into that light of pure open potential. With your eyes up and silently make your command. I don't know how I can state what it is that you want. I only know that it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I don't know how I can state your clarification or consideration. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I don't know how I have a new vision of who I am and what's possible. I don't know how I came to know and understand on every level of my being that I am a person of authority and that I am the author, the creator, and the experiencer of my reality. And I am commanding a prosperous, abundant, cooperative reality now. And I am fulfilled. I don't know how the good that I desire, the vision within me, aligns to me. And I don't know how the force that gave me the vision, that gave me the mission, that gave me the desire, gives me the way. I only know the way is made and it is done now. And I am fulfilled. Woo! Let your eyes relax as that expands out to an idea even greater that serves more good in its fulfillment. Absolutely. Just now move yourself over so that you could start to see your good coming into reality, that you start seeing the opportunities or the money or the ideas or the people, whatever it is that you need in order to fulfill your vision, to have your desires and your wants and needs met. And now, just let yourself start coming in as you receive all of that good with gratitude. Yes, thank you. Feel yourself coming right back down in your body as one who is already living, moving, and breathing in that greater reality. With a healed body, a healthy body, an abundant life, opportunities, all the tasks before you completed. Feeling good about the work that you've done. Feeling good about the good that your work does. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is an act, a very active process that we're in right now. Open yourself to receiving. So as you're coming in, I'm noticing some people's receiving neurology, right? We have some neurotransmitters and neuroreceptors. I'm noticing that we've got some broken receptors. So I don't know how I have a new capacity to receive good, love, support, and encouragement in my life. I only know I have a greater capacity to receive now than ever before. and I am fulfilled. Yeah, and now as that's all coming in, we're just gonna, start to unwind the old systems, habits, protocols, and what's unwinding is all the way down to your master DNA strand. This is a physical event. There's nothing for you to do but simply acknowledge that it's happening. Unwind, unwind, unwind. Whew. And now, as these new ideas begin to become active in you, now just feel yourself starting to rewind, and integrate and accept. Whew. There we go. And of course, as always, the 7th step is being ready for action. So right now, I don't know how to be ready. I only know the right idea and inspiration and opportunity is here before me, and I am going for it now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Ooh. Take a breath, look around. Oh my goodness sakes. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. One last little announcement. We noticed with Hannah, this came up. Emily and I have talked about this, and I'm just noticing some things are coming up in conversations around beliefs, and it has to do with sales. And, like even with, Richard, you're like going, hey, I want to talk to someone, let's make the pitch, or how do we get that attention, right? There's some beliefs we have about selling and promoting our business. We need some skill development, that type of thing. And if this is an area that you would like to get some support in, I'm thinking about putting together a little coaching group to help people with sales. Not necessarily the marketing point, but like how are we going to get all them? Well, we will talk about that, but I'm really more interested in getting that right attitude and mindset, and a lot, learning how to use your greater capacity to have a new inner conversation with your potential people, but then help you develop the skills to have a more impactful conversation that gets you bigger results. So what I'm asking people to do is, if this sounds like something that would be of interest to you, to please contact me. Either through like the Facebook Messenger, or I think I'm going to type in my cell phone in the chat bar, and that way you could text me. Let me type it in here. And then, because I want to just talk to some people, find out what is going on. I can't talk and say numbers at the same time. There we go. So there's my cell phone number's right there. You can text me. If this sounds like something would be interested, first I'd like to talk to people, find out what's going on, and then that'll help me have a better idea of what kind of course I need to put together, if it would be a coaching group and an accountability group, or if you need some more training. So I would love to just get some feedback on that, okay? So text me and we can talk about that. All right, so someone's saying they had to leave. Was this helpful today? Oh man, I love you guys so much.
Hey, Catherine, and hey, group. Let's just send some good energy to Hannah. She said her daughter just got some hot oil in her eye, so let's just end on a nice healing energy towards that. Yeah, let's send some healing to her.
So right now, yeah, let's do that right now. So we're just going to hold this one idea that she's going, yeah, are you fine? I'm good. I'm good. I don't know how Hannah's daughter's eyes are healed and healthy. I only know she's good now, and I am fulfilled. Yeah, I see. It's like, oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alex, for that.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. And guys, remember, Alex, tomorrow night are you going to be on tomorrow night?
Yes, tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So happy to have anybody that wants to come in for that. We get to play a little bit. We get to reel and rock, and we get to really get to play in our creativeness and our however we want to show up in the world.
Beautiful. Thank you, Alex. And then Alvaro, please be sure and post your group in our group in the TSC, so that if we have Spanish speaking friends that would enjoy your group, that we can definitely invite them. Is that all right?
Perfectly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. And guys, next week is Sue. We're going to see you next week, Sue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Look forward to seeing you then.
All righty. All right, everybody. Until next time, this is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and I witness your mastery. Bye-bye. There we go.